The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In February 1959, 9 hikers walked into the Ural Mountains. They never walked back out. Weeks later, rescuers found their tent, sliced open from the inside. Not by an animal, not by an intruder. From within, every boot was still there. Every coat, every ration. Whatever happened, they left behind everything that could have kept them alive. And footprints, barefoot, sock-footed, leading away into -30 degrees. Whatever made them run, they never stopped to think twice. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. Narration. This is the story of what happened on that mountain. They were not reckless. They were the best of their generation, engineers, athletes, seasoned outdoorsmen from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. Their leader, 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, experienced beyond his years, trusted completely by the friends who followed him. Air goal: a grueling ski trek to a Torton mountain, deep in the frozen wilderness of the northern Urals. Complete it, and they'd earn Grade 3 certification, the highest honor the Soviet Union awarded any hike. 10 set out together. 1 turned back early, citing illness. He would be the only one who came home. For days, the remaining 9 pushed deeper into the wilderness, through sub-zero winds, across terrain few had ever crossed in winter. Their last photographs show them smiling, warm, unaware, building a camp on the slope of a mountain with an ancient reputation. In the local Mansi language, the mountain's name is Kholat Syakhl. Translated, it means something chilling, dead mountain. On February 2, they pitched their tent on that slope. No one would hear from any of them again. When the group missed their check-in date, no one panicked at first. Delays in the mountains were common, routine, even, but days became weeks, and the silence from Kholat Syakhl grew heavier with every one that passed. On February 26, a search team finally crested the ridge, and found something that stopped them cold. The tent collapsed, cut open from the inside, the slashes made in clean, deliberate strokes, as if by a knife, in a hurry. 8, maybe 9 sets of prints led away from camp, down toward a tree line over a kilometer away. In temperatures nearing -30 Celsius, without proper coats, without boots, they were running. Under a large cedar, searchers found the first 2 bodies. Branches above them were snapped, as if someone had climbed, desperate to see something. Beside them, the remnants of a fire. Small, hopeless, built with hands already going numb. 3 more bodies were found between the cedar and the tent, as if trying to return for the supplies they never reached. The final 4 weren't found for 2 more months, buried under 4 meters of snow. What investigators found on those last 4 bodies is where this story stops making sense. Because whatever happened to them, happened without a mark of struggle, and without an explanation anyone could believe. The final autopsies revealed catastrophic injuries. 2 of the hikers had chest fractures, force equivalent to a car crash. A third had major skull fractures. Yet none of them had any external bruising. No broken skin at all. As if the force had come from inside the body outward, or from a pressure no ordinary weapon could produce. Some of their clothing tested positive for radiation. No one could explain why. No one tried very hard to. The Soviet investigation was quietly closed. Its official conclusion, just 5 words long: a compelling natural force. No further explanation, no further investigation. For over 30 years, the files simply disappeared from public record. Into that silence, theories rushed in. A separate hiking group, that same night, reported strange glowing orbs drifting across the sky. Others pointed to a secret weapons test. A cryptid in the wilderness. Infrasound designed to induce blind panic. For 60 years, the world's investigators and its wildest conspiracy theorists chased the same unanswerable question. What force could kill without touching a single body, and terrify 9 capable people into running for their lives? In 2019, Russian prosecutors reopened the case. In 2021, a team of Swiss researchers offered something no one else had: physics. Engineer Alexander Puzrin and his team found the hikers had made one small, fatal mistake in exactly where they camped. Instead of sheltering in the tree line, they'd cut into the open slope itself, creating a flat platform to sleep on. Unknowingly, that cut became a trap. Katabatic winds packed dense snow onto the slope directly above their tent, hour after hour. It didn't need to be a roaring avalanche. Even a small slab, a few hundred kilograms, could do what nothing else could explain. Striking bodies already lying down, that weight could produce exactly the internal trauma the autopsies described, without ever leaving a bruise. Terrified, possibly with someone already badly hurt, the group did the only thing survival instinct allowed. They cut their way out. They ran for the trees, hoping to build a fire and return for supplies once the danger had passed. But -30 degrees does not wait for hope. Hypothermia set in within minutes. Judgment failed, one decision at a time. The radiation traced back to their own workplaces. The missing tissue wasn't mutilation, just decomposition, after 2 months exposed to meltwater. There was no monster, no missile, no cover-up grand enough to justify 60 years of silence. Just 9 capable people, one ordinary mistake in where to pitch a tent, and a mountain the Mansi had warned people about for 1,000 years. Maybe that's the part that unsettles us most. Not that something monstrous took them, but that something so ordinary could. 9 people went into the mountains to earn a badge of honor. They left behind a lesson written in snow, and a mystery we very nearly stopped trying to answer.